Something remarkable is happening in 2026, though you probably won't see it on the news. People are quietly building wealth. This isn't the loud, flashy kind of riches that comes from a lottery win or a celebrity endorsement. It's a slower, more deliberate process happening in the background of ordinary life. These individuals don't necessarily have high-powered jobs or inheritances. Instead, they are leveraging a unique combination of timeless principles and modern tools. They understand that wealth isn't about the size of your paycheck, but the size of the gap between what you earn and what you spend and what you do with the difference. This is a story about them and how their methods are available to anyone willing to learn. The landscape of wealth creation has fundamentally shifted. In previous generations, the path to financial security was often narrow and well-defined. Get a good job, work for 40 years, and hope your pension was enough. Today, the rules have been rewritten. Technology has dismantled many of the old barriers. You no longer need to be an expert stockbroker to invest in the market, nor do you need a massive down payment to own a piece of real estate. The most powerful force in finance is not a brilliant algorithm or a secret stock tip. It's compound interest. Albert Einstein is often credited with calling it the eighth wonder of the world, and for good reason. It's the process where your earnings start generating their own earnings. For most of history, harnessing this power required a significant amount of starting capital and access to expensive financial advisors. This kept the game exclusive. But in 2026, that has changed dramatically. The barrier to entry has all but vanished. Anyone can begin their compounding journey with as little as the cost of a cup of coffee. The real revolution is compounding combined with new technology. Modern investment apps and platforms make it simple and accessible. You can set up an account in minutes and automate your contributions. Automation removes the need for constant decision-making and willpower. Set a small automatic transfer of $50 or $100 each month into an investment account, and you put wealth building on autopilot. Investing small amounts regularly works the same way. The first few years might not look like much. Balances may grow slowly and even dip during downturns. But over a decade or two, growth accelerates. Earnings start to dwarf your contributions. Wealth creation becomes less about how much you save and more about how long your money has been working. New accessibility has changed investing psychology. In the past, the high stakes and complexity made people feel investing wasn't for them. It was reserved for the wealthy. Now, start small. Learn the ropes without huge risk. Experience market swings with a little on the line. Learn patience. Ignore daily noise and focus on the long-term horizon. Another key reason people are quietly building wealth is the explosion of new income streams. The concept of a side hustle is familiar, but in 2026, the tools make it far easier and more scalable. We are seeing the rise of the micro-entrepreneur, an ordinary person creating a small, often digital business that brings a modest but meaningful extra income. This extra money isn't for lavish spending. For most, it's fuel for their investment engine. Every extra $100 a month can be funneled into automated investments, dramatically accelerating progress. Low barrier to entry is the beauty of these side incomes. AI tools, for example, now enable content creation, digital design for almost anyone. Someone organized can use AI to create digital planners, sell productivity templates on marketplaces like Etsy. For decades, the stock market felt like a casino to many people. It was a place of complexity, jargon, and high fees dominated by professionals in expensive suits. The idea of picking stocks was intimidating, and the risk of choosing the wrong one was paralyzing. They have embraced a strategy that is brilliantly simple, astonishingly effective, and incredibly cheap: investing in low-cost index funds. An index fund is a fund that holds a little bit of everything in a major market, like the S&P 500. You simply bet on the overall growth of the economy. Real estate has always been a cornerstone of wealth, but for most people, it has also been inaccessible. The traditional path required a massive down payment, the ability to qualify for a large mortgage, the responsibilities of being a landlord. This put direct property ownership out of reach for many, especially younger generations, or those with modest incomes. In 2026, the digital revolution has finally come for real estate, creating a new path to property wealth that is open to nearly everyone. This path is known as real estate crowdfunding. Crowdfunding platforms are online marketplaces. They pool money from a large number of small investors to purchase properties to fund real estate projects. Instead of needing $50,000, you can now invest as little as $100 or $1,000 to own a tiny fraction of a large apartment building. Knowing that these tools exist is one thing. Putting them into practice is another. The good news is that getting started is simpler than you might think. It doesn't require a dramatic life overhaul. It begins with small, deliberate actions that build momentum over time. Here are 5 clear, manageable steps you can take right now to begin your own quiet journey toward building wealth, just like the people we've been discussing. These steps are designed to be practical, not aspirational. They are things you can do this week. First, start small, but start now. The single biggest factor in your investment success is not how much you invest, but for how long you invest. Time is your greatest ally. Therefore, the most important step is to simply get in the game. Don't wait until you have a significant amount of money. Open a low-cost brokerage account today and put a small amount in. Even $25 is a powerful start. This initial act breaks the inertia and makes the whole process feel real and achievable. It is a psychological victory that paves the way for future consistency. Second, automate everything you can. Your willpower is a finite resource. While the new paths to wealth are more accessible than ever, they are not without their own set of challenges. One of the most significant is the proliferation of scams, get-rich-quick schemes. In a digital world, promises of guaranteed high returns with no risk are everywhere. Remember this simple rule: if it sounds too good to be true, it is. True wealth is built slowly and patiently, not overnight. Stay disciplined and stick to proven, simple strategies like low-cost index funds. Another hidden risk is fees. These fees can slowly erode your returns over time. Take the time to read the fine print and understand exactly what you are paying for. Markets go up and down. The most successful investors remain calm in turmoil. Having a simple, automated plan you believe in is your best defense.